What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are looking at another My Little Pony horror AU. Now, I noticed this one was requested quite a few times within the comments of the videos I've been making within the past few days, and I promised I would eventually get around to it, but I figured why not just do it now? So in case you're curious what the AU is, this is the creator right here. And the AU is known as Imposter or Mutant Imposter. Or is it like, I think it's like Mutant Imposter Infection Syndrome or something like that? I don't remember. I'll have to see when we jump into the AU. Forgive me, I'm not exactly the smartest. But let's jump into it and see how good this AU is that people have been heavily requesting. Alright, here we are. It is known as the Mutant Imposter Infection. So it sounds like a very interesting AU. It says here on the screen we have a trigger warning for blood and gore and body horror, so do keep that in mind. Mutant Imposter Infection. Infected ponies will slowly develop a zombie-like duplicate of their body. The duplicate or imposter slowly eats and destroys the host's body. Interesting. Stage 1. The host experiences confusion, hunger, and cannibalistic tendencies. Stage 2. Mutation begins. Host will become aggressive and start chewing/biting its body. Transformation in face is visible. Yeah, I noticed that. Face looks quite disturbing. Stage 3. Imposter's head is forming. It feasts on the host body and organs. In Stage 4. Imposter's head has developed and now is growing its limbs. For Pegasus, they grow another set of wings. Towards the end of the stage, another body will form. It's actually quite disturbing sounding. Stage 5, the finale. The imposter breaks free as the host rots away on the floor. The imposter is on the hunt to eat and infect other ponies. How can you tell if a pony is an imposter? They have a distorted face, sketchy, clouded pupils, and scars from molt. Lack of cutie mark. If they already had no cutie mark, look for other signs. Alright. Got apple bloom. State, no infection. Notes, some injuries. Help Applejack manage supplies and weapons and is scared and confused. Applejack, state, also not infected. Notes, multiple injuries. She protects Applebloom. Big Mac went to find help. And helpful strength levels and knowledge of survival skills. Alright, so we got the two sisters sticking together. Wow. They got my girl. They always go after Flutters when it comes to these AUs, don't they? They really do. Fluttershy is in state infected, stage 2. Notes, face is morphing, various bites, scratches, and wounds, and strange butterfly-shaped wound, and a strong bite. Wow, they got her good. They got her good. They got her worse! Pinkie Pie, state infected, stage 3. Notes, extreme injury from imposter. Pinkie is unconscious. Stage 4 is approaching. Limbs will form soon. They got Dash somehow even worse! Oh my god. Rainbow Dash, state infected, stage 4. Notes, 2 extra limbs have grown. Extra set of wings. Growing imposter has multiple sets of teeth and is very dangerous. Attempted to remove/kill the imposter, but made everything worse. Rarity is infected, but she's stage 1. So she seems okay. Rarity spends her time pacing around her house. She refuses to believe she'll mutate and tries to prevent other infected ponies from breaking in her house. Notes, experiencing extreme hunger but refuses to act on cannibalistic urges. A Snickers bar won't fix this one. Haha, good comedy. Sweetie Belle is not infected. Notes, currently quarantined in her room with a weak supply of food and water. Twilight, state deceased. Stage 5. Notes, this is not Twilight. Her mutant imposter is on the loose, infecting and feeding off other ponies. Scars on left side are from the separation of host body. Uses her magic to infect others, and Spike sent Celestia a letter about the infection. There's an image of the mirror pool, which was actually shown in the last AU we looked at. but it's not anything like this one. This one's a lot more graphic, I've noticed. Although an incident Twilight is responsible for the infection, so it's Twilight's fault. The outbreak occurred from Twilight's failed duplicate spell using water from the mirror pool. She first attempted it on herself but noticed no effect. She tests the spell on Rainbow Dash the next day. No wonder Rainbow's gonna die. Alright. My goodness, this is actually starting off crazy, dude. I cannot tell if I'm pausing or not. Mutant Imposter Infection Info 2. Trigger warning, blood. Okay. Now we got Spike. He is not infected. Notes, very anxious. He misses Twilight and still can't process what happened. He has stayed with the Apple family ever since Twilight's death. Big Mac is also not infected, and he's on his way to find Zecora for help. Granny Smith and Winona. They are both not infected. Notes, Applejack forced them to quarantine in a room in the barn. Granny Smith can't remember why. Winona guards her and keeps her company. Like a good dog. That's what good girls and good boys do for their owners. What happens if the imposter gets restrained or harmed by the host? Stages 3 to 4. Although it's tempting to get rid of the mutation or stop it from harming the host, it will worsen the conditions. Restraints and or harm will cause severe stress for the imposter. In response, the imposter will speed up its mutation process to get away from the host as soon as possible, since it senses it as a threat. Wow. What happens if an imposter's head and or limbs are defected? I cannot see what that says because it shows the TikTok stuff on the top of the page. I'm sorry about that. If an imposter's head got detached, okay, that says detached. At the start of stage 3, where it's stuck to the host's head, the host would die, but the imposter continues its process while another head forms. If an imposter's head got detached at late stage 3 or stage 4, where the heads are connected by skin, the host would most likely survive until the molt at stage 5. Every victim of the mutant imposter infection dies at stage 5 due to the intensity of the separation. It is possible for the host to die earlier in the process, such as by the removal of organs, untreated wounds, or separation of heads during early stage 3. If an imposter loses its limbs, they will grow back quickly. Stage 4. The head will grow back as well, but it's a longer process. Is there a cure or a way to reverse the effect / spell? As of now, we don't know yet. It's very complicated and risky. Why isn't the mutated body visible during stages 1 through early 4? The body is the first thing that grows, but it starts developing inside the host's body. It is busy duplicating the host organs, bones, blood, etc. It enlarges during each stage until the 4th, where it's attached to the skin / fur and getting prepared to separate. How long does each state typically last? 0. Effects will start 24 hours after bite or spell. 1. About 4 days. 2. About 3 days. 3. About 2 days. 4. About 24 hours. And 5. About 60 minutes, referring to molt. How can ponies get infected? There are 2 ways as we know of. A bite from an imposter and a spell from unicorn or alicorn imposters. Can you kill imposters? Yes, but it's another story when they are still attached to their host. Killing an imposter at stages 3 through early 5 is risking the host's life. Who is, I'm thinking that says responsible, and it's hard to say because it's all inked out. And we got a video here. Trigger warning, blood, gore, and body horror. Here we go. Oh boy. I'm actually really worried on what's going to happen here. Yep. Okay. So that's like a spell thing, like they're writing. Oh, wow. Wow. Yeah, they're doing the main 6 dirty with this one. It makes me really sad that Applejack is the main survivor. Don't get me wrong. Applejack is definitely one of my favorites. I got a lot of love for Applejack, and she's definitely... excuse me, I can't talk. She's definitely been growing as one of my favorites, and I do think Applejack is amazing, but it's really sad she's the only one out of her friends who has a good chance of survival right now. It's actually really sad. Now we got the AU backstory. Trixie, there's a camera and a booklet that says Mutant Imposter Infection. So we got her with like the alicorn amulet or whatever you call that. I don't recall. I haven't seen it in a minute. Or I don't even remember what that is from the show. I don't even think I got that far, because I think I'm only on season 2 so far. I need to keep watching. Don't worry, I'll get around to it. Netflix has been a pain in my ass recently. Trixie is usually spending her time at her desk writing documents. While outside, she tries her best to hide herself from others while gathering information and observing. MLP Mutant Imposter Infection. What really happened? That's a lot of reading. Oh my goodness. This AU takes place of Season 3, Episode 5, Magic Duel. However, instead of challenging Twilight to a magical duel, Trixie does something more sinister. After hearing that Twilight was going to practice and perform a duplication spell at Celestia student show coming up, Trixie was determined to make her fail as revenge for embarrassing her in Season 1, Episode 6, Ghostbusters, which I have seen that episode. It is a really good one. Searching for tools to make this happen as her magic is weak, she finds a powerful item called the Alicorn Amulet in a sketchy curio shop. The Alicorn Amulet will intensify her magic ability and be able to perform dangerous, advanced spells. Knowing that Twilight will require water from the mirror pool for practice, Trixie performs a spell using the amulet to alter the water. This will cause creepy, distorted duplicates. Ever since Trixie saw what went down in Ponyville days after Twilight had practiced, she had documented everything. Taking photographs, writing notes, making diagrams, and putting that information in a journal. As her revenge plan had gotten way out of hand, she's hoping to use all her research to find a cure, and look like the hero while hiding the fact that she started it. So it wasn't Twilight who started it. Wow. Okay, that makes me feel really bad for Twilight. This AU is really good. What? Okay. So we got like a little picture here. It says preview, Sweetie Belle's drawing. 2 rarity from Sweetie Belle. Get well soon. Okay. I miss my friends. Understandable. Oh god. That's sad. It's sad Sweetie Belle has to be subjected to that. Now we got Mutant Imposter Infection Info 3. Why is it all black? I don't know if that's normal. Oh, nope. It's just loading very slowly. Haha. My internet may be slow, but at least it works well today. Lyra. State, not infected. Bonbon is also not infected. Notes, they both live and quarantine in a small home, although depending on each other to survive. They grow paranoid and become suspicious of each other. Due to this issue, they both wear masks when in contact. Wow, interesting. Derpy. State is not infected. Good. They didn't get derpy. Notes. Like most of Ponyville, she has little to no context as to what is going on, but is trying her best to help others, even if it means coming into contact with infected ponies. Sometimes assists AJ as she can fly and complete tasks that AJ can't do. Oh, hey, that's awesome. They're making Derpy super useful in this. I love that. Scootaloo. Oh, no, Scoot. Aww. State, infected, stage 1. Notes, hospitalized due to stage 1 symptoms. They got Scootaloo. Now, I'm not seeing any other things, so I'm guessing that's it so far. But I gotta say, for only having about 6 things to look at, this AU is fantastically made. The art is fantastic. The story is so easy to understand due to how descriptive it is. And yes, you can see my internet is slow in the background. It's okay. I'll fix that later, but right now I'm not concerned about that. This AU is solid. It is a absolutely amazing AU, and I would love to see more in the future. I can definitely see why a lot of people requested this. And if you would like to read this for yourself, it'll be linked in the description, as per usual, for every AU that I look at. Now, also, before we end the video, I do gotta say, make sure to check out the description because a link to the Discord server is down there. And if you'd like to join the Discord server to possibly request AUs, request games to play, request videos to react to, or anything like that, you can do that within the server. You can also meet so many new friends because there's a lot of people joining and willing to get to know you, and you can even talk with yours truly whenever I'm around. But that's all I really gotta say. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe if you enjoyed. Dislike if you didn't. It's completely okay if you didn't. Honestly, it's like your choice. And that's all I really gotta say. So thanks for watching, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.
I know you gon' take what you want.